coming to the stage. He's coming up. He's great. He's a lot of fun. Give it up for Owen Lyon-Smith.
Someone forgot something. Just kidding, that's mine. No. It's gonna be interesting. We haven't got that many people out. It's the day after Halloween. I get it. Today, guys, we're gonna have a little bit of fun, all right? So I just want you, gut reaction, say the first thing. I'm gonna ask you a question. I want you to yell the first thing that comes to your mind. Do you guys trust me?
No.
Vagina.
Absolutely not.
We have a no. We have an absolutely not. We have a vagina.
I believe he said vagina.
Vagina? That's not a word. I'll take that as a sign of trust that you think I know what to do with that. I don't. No, I don't really know whether or not people trust me. I think people have trusted me, and I'm not really sure why. So today, we're going to go on a journey to figure out why the fuck anybody has ever trusted me with anything. So I was at an airport, and a lady comes over to me. I'm sitting there. We're waiting for the same flight, and she goes, could you watch my bags for a second? And she's with her kids. She's going to the bathroom. I'm thinking, like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll watch your bags. And I don't really know why she thinks I'm the right person to watch her bags for her. But then as she leaves, I realize, like, sitting next to me is her husband. That she looked at me and she was like, yeah, the guy who hasn't eaten in the last 3 years, I think maybe we'll give the bags to him. He's probably not going to take off and run. My husband? Well, I did fall in love with him. Yeah, I've been together for 20 years and I have 3 beautiful children with him. Nah, fuck it. It's this guy. It's gotta be this guy. I think I also get told things that I don't really think I'm supposed to know. You've been told something and you're like, I don't want to be trusted with this information. I had a friend get very intoxicated, and they came up to me and they were like, Owen. They pulled me in real close. That was beautiful. That was real. They pulled me in real close and burped. They did what that fucking guy did. They pulled me in real close and they were like, Owen. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm bisexual. Drifted away from me slowly into the night. The bisexual wanderer. I was like, I had a moment of like, well, that's cool. And then I thought, fuck, was I supposed to know that? Like, I don't think I was supposed to know that information. So I'm like walking around, you know, I'm like on the college campus, somebody mentioned something about like the LGBTQ movement, and I'm like, oh fuck, like I know things I'm not supposed to know. So it's a weird level of trust. I've been trusted by the mafia. That's fresh. Some of you don't believe me, I'll explain. I needed to find a place to get my hair cut here in Salem, and I happened upon this place called Wayne's Kingsmen Barbershop. Now, I saw the store, and they said they only did calls by appointment. They had one of those like red and white barbershop holes around the outside, and I was like, perfect, this is exactly the place for me. So I give them a call, right, and I hear on the other line like, hey, it says Wayne's Kingsmen, what can I do for you? I'm like, oh my god, this is brilliant. I'm like, I'd like to get a haircut. Like, yeah, sure, we can schedule you for a haircut. What time are you looking for? I give him the time. He says, all right, you'll be with Wayne Jr. And I go, Jr.? Oh, very nice. A line of haircutting places. And I'm like, I'm thinking in my head, I'm going to walk in. It's going to smell like alcohol, cigars, crime, of course. I'm just going to, like, float in. I go to get my haircut, and, like, immediately he sits me down and begins telling me about his family, you know, and almost starts putting the suit jacket on me, you know, I don't have to say anything, right? He's got, like, the nice French oil in a baguette just kind of sitting out, and I'm like, don't mind if I do. And I gets to the end of the haircut, and he says, yeah, it's going to give me $16. I'm like, okay, and I hand him my card, and he goes, we only do cash, buddy. And I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm like, okay, hang on, like, I could leave my phone with you, like, I don't know, like, and I'll go get some money. And he goes, no, it's okay, just run down to the ATM, I trust you, run down to the ATM, grab some money, and come right back. And then he leans in really close and he goes, and Owen, don't fuck me on this. Okay, Don, I won't fuck you on it. I'm like, just like walking down the street, like fear consuming my whole soul. I'm like, wanna die, don't wanna die, don't wanna die. Pay the mafia. And I come back with the money, of course. He goes like, Owen, thank you so much. I knew I could trust you on this matter. And he kind of like clasps my hand with the money in it, like he's about to do a magic trick, and he goes, welcome to the family. So I get welcomed into a mafia den. I get given somebody's luggage. I know information about people I'm not supposed to know. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't understand where the trust for me is coming from. Thinking about this the other day, I'm like, I don't know where people even find like all of this trust for each other. I know this is getting heavy. I don't know where people are finding this like trust for other human beings, right? At least of all me. I'm young. I don't like have any life experience, right? Like I think people look at me and they just sort of think like I'm a fucking clean slate. I've got nothing on me. I'm a car with no mileage, basically. I'm like a new car, but I have no features, right? Like no mileage, no features, nothing, right? Like it's not a push button start. I like don't quite start yet. It's like I'm not quite there, right? People look at me and they trust me. It's crazy. And it got me thinking about like the way that like people end up in those positions trusting each other, because every time it was that I was getting trusted, it was for something that I was clearly not qualified for, but I ended up getting trusted anyways. And I think I realized that if you're gonna go through life, you can have all these skills and all the ability in the world, right? Maybe I was part of a previous mafia family, you know? Maybe I've watched a lot of luggage in my past. But it is way better to be a lucky idiot than to be skilled in anything and have people trust you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Have a great night, everyone.